So as I sit here and isolate myself at home here in Miami, I've had a lot of time to reflect and think about the coronavirus crisis and how it's affected the world and actually how it's affecting me specifically. And it's moments like this that I hope that we all realize how quickly things can turn. And there's no way that any of us could have ever predicted the magnitude of this crisis or the effect it would have on all of us. Speaking for myself, some of the basic everyday luxuries are gone. I mean, literally going out for breakfast, sitting at the local Starbucks, having a cup of coffee, or just running to the mall, all of it. Not to mention the reality of going to the grocery store and having 90% of the staple items that would normally be readily available gone. Now, historically, I would just say no big deal. I'd just go to Amazon, but I tried that too, and I'm sure all you did as well. And everything that the items that I'm looking for, they said currently not available. And so as I sit here today, I realize that there's a new level of accountability that I need to incorporate into my life. And I'm going to have a new appreciation for the food and beverage space and the access and the liberties that they offer. I hope that we all take a step back and appreciate our jobs and for the peace and stability that they provide in knowing that we actually have a paycheck every 2 weeks. Once the crisis is behind us, I intend to reassess the staple items that are necessary to weather an economic crisis or a medical crisis like C-19. I need to be better prepared. I mean, and I didn't think I'd ever be saying this, but just some of the basic necessities of getting bulk hand sanitizer, rubber gloves, protective masks. I didn't think I'd ever be saying this, but I don't think it's a bad idea to get a month supply of toilet paper and put that in storage. Having an ample supply of just basic necessities, Tylenol, aspirin, all these things, they don't exist. So look, this isn't Armageddon, and we're all going to get through this, and we're going to come out the other side with a better understanding as to what it's going to take to buffer the personal or economic backlash that a crisis like this brings to every one of our doorstep. This crisis, it's affected everyone globally, and I want to make a specific point to call out the small privately owned businesses across this country. And it's no embellishment when I tell you that there's an economic bloodbath taking place right now, and hundreds of thousands of businesses currently hanging on by a thread. They have no income, they have fixed costs, and they have 2 to 3 months of operating capital in the bank, which means that for just about every one of these businesses, they're 2 to 3 months from shutting their doors. Now, I know the government is talking about putting together this SBA program, and I think it's either approved or close to being approved today, and that helps, but it's not going to begin to heal the damage that's taken place over the last 40 days. So once the ban is lifted, we all need to do our part and make a conscious effort to step up and make a difference. And what I mean by that, it is absolutely critical that every one of us get out and financially support these businesses. The food and beverage, the hotel space, every one of these places have been just getting absolutely decimated. So they need us more now than ever. And I think as a society, we've just got to, once the ban is lifted, we've got to get out there and be present and be part of our communities. Because now we all realize what it's like without them, and we need them desperately. So everyone, love your neighbor, stay calm, and obviously follow the safe distance guidelines. Everybody.